Welcome to Success in the Classroom. I'm Tanya Shepard, and joining me today is Miss Carlisle Griffin, Coordinator of Assessment. Welcome, Miss Griffin.
Thank you.
So much has happened over the last several months in the world of assessment. There's been some new legislation that has come to the forefront, and we will, starting this year, be doing away with traditional standardized assessment as we know it and moving more to progress monitoring. What can you tell families about this transition?
I think it's going to be a good transition
Okay.
for our students. Next year, we will begin in August with the first progress monitoring window. It runs from August to the mid-September, August 15th to mid-September. And then in December and January, we will have a progress monitoring 2 window. Both of those windows are going to be used strictly for informational purposes for instruction in the classroom. So when they say progress monitoring, that's exactly what it is. We're getting this information so we can determine what we need to do in the classroom to help make our students successful. In the spring of next year, we will have the progress monitoring 3 assessment, and that will actually next year is a pilot year or a baseline. Progress monitoring 3 will be used for evaluations. There has not been any determination as to scores and cut scores and things like that.
Okay.
That will happen as we go.
Okay. All right. So when we say progress monitoring, and I know that over the last several years, our district does already do some level of progress monitoring with our students, and families at the end of that assessment cycle receive information from their teachers and school sites just about how well their student is doing. So let's say, for example, if Carlisle is a 4th grader and you have taken a progress monitoring assessment, and that assessment shows that you are struggling a little bit in maybe math computation, maybe some multiplication, division, that information is provided to the family, and also the teacher and school officials have that information so that they know how to better drive instruction for that student. So we're pretty much looking at that same type of model on a much grander scale now, right?
It's a much larger scale, and it involves everyone.
Okay.
For reading and math from VPK through 8th grade.
Okay.
We will be looking at reading and math for those students. Teachers will have results within 7 days of the assessment.
Wow.
Parents, I believe, will have results within 14 days.
Okay.
And the access for parents is going to be online.
Okay.
So parents will not have to be waiting for just a report. They will actually be able to see online how their student is progressing.
Okay, so you mentioned having some reporting online, but I want to go back just a second because we've just spent the months of April and May assessing students. And so right now, we only have 3rd grade reading scores in, and we're still awaiting assessment results for our other students. When can families expect those scores to be available?
Scores will be available for schools and districts by the 30th of June.
Okay.
That is a hard deadline date that is in the contract. We have to have scores by the 30th of June. We're hoping in Santa Rosa County for the 28th. They release the entire state at the same time.
Okay.
Scores will be available to parents, my understanding, in the family portal, which some parents used during the assessment season to help their students practice.
Okay.
So within the family portal, it is set up so that if you have the access code, your child's birth date, and their first name, you have access to their results.
Okay, so this family portal, you said that families may have accessed this already during our last assessment season as they were doing maybe practice tests
Yes.
or looking for assessment resources. So we will make that information available on
Yes.
our district webpage as well as our social media pages so that families can access the family portal, know how to get in, and be ready to see those scores whenever they are made available from the state.
We're excited. It's our third grade scores were amazing. We were ranked third in the state.
Yes, yes.
So we're very excited to see how everything else turns out, and we're very excited to get those scores. They will be available to parents probably the middle of July.
Okay.
We will keep parents posted on when those become available, because this is the first time that they've used the portal for all testing throughout the state.
Okay.
They haven't given us a date as
Okay.
far as we know it's going to be open and things will be ready. So we will
Okay.
certainly keep everybody updated. And we look forward to our big changes for next year.
Wonderful. Families, you heard it here first. Stay connected to our social media pages via Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also, follow us on our district webpage and stay connected to your school site pages and social media accounts as well so that you are ready to go to receive those assessment scores as soon as they are available. Ms. Griffin, thank you so much for joining us. It has been a pleasure to have you on.
Thank you, Dr. Shepard.
Until next time.